I'm a guy that's 26. Each day I build with bricks. I like Star Wars playset. I'm Rich Boy J. Hello boyos, Rich Boy J here, back in with another video, and I just wanted to give you guys an update on what's going on with the channel, what's going on with Camino, and just various things going on in my life right now, so you can just consider this a bit of a update video. First things first, I guess, it's not like I've been away from the channel. I've been having some uploads pop up here and there, but definitely with no regularity, and that's just because of school. But fortunately, if everything goes well, I should be graduating in December, so fingers crossed, guys. Fingers crossed. Hopefully we can move past this chapter in my life and just, graduate from college. Pretty big milestone for me. But what that means for the channel is I feel like right now I've kind of hit a little bit of stability. The semester is about to end, and usually that means, things are about to start ramping up, but kind of with the way my courses are structured, it's not necessarily going to be like that. Like, I am going to have to prepare for finals, but a lot of the big projects that I had to do have kind of been knocked out already. So I think I'm in a pretty good place to make some concrete kind of claims about Camino and what's going to be happening on the channel. But before we get into that, I did have a little bit of a surprise for you guys. Now, if you've been wondering why I'm just standing here kind of idly staring at these shelves, well, it's because I wanted to kind of hide the fact that we have these shelves in the room. Look at this. I installed these shelves myself. They go all the way across that wall and then halfway across this one. This was quite a task. I wouldn't say it was the most complicated thing to do, but it's just something I've never done before. I've never had to hang shelves, so trying to do it while reaching over these tables, because I didn't want to necessarily have to take these tables down because there's just so much stuff. Well, there was so many things on top of them as well as underneath them, so navigating around that was quite the task, but I am extremely happy with the result. I just kind of threw some random stuff up there just getting a feel for how things are going to be displayed. Ultimately, I'm kind of tired of having these messy displays up here. Like, I have so many cool ships and vehicles to display, but because of a lack of space and really just a lack of organization on my part, they're not really displayed very nicely. And then also, that's a new shelf right there as well. Got rid of that leaning tower and got two of the gunships posted up there. Just increasing the shelf real estate in this room by quite a bit. But as you can see, there's a lot of sets that are kind of hidden behind other sets, and I don't want that necessarily to be the case. I want to have a nice, relatively clean looking display where really cool builds kind of get the space they deserve. And that's how I came up with the idea to just install 6 of these 6-foot shelves all together up here on this wall. So this will give me a lot more room to play with in this Lego room, and hopefully we can come up with some pretty awesome displays, and that's going to be a project that I'm working on very soon here on this channel, so you guys can definitely look forward to updates on kind of rearranging the Lego room and making things look just a little bit nicer, a little bit cleaner, and like I said, giving some of these sets kind of the breathing room and highlighting that they deserve. And another cool thing about this is I did actually rig up some LEDs to it, so we got light. Look at that. I love this. This is probably, I think, one of the coolest things about these shelves. They are illuminated. I think that'll make for an awesome background when it comes to live streams and videos that I do. I think that was also kind of one of the other reasons I was like, let me go ahead and do something cool with this, because it's one thing to have a nice looking room just for myself, but I think that for my channel, just the presentation of everything, it'll look a lot better this way. So pretty cool setup we got here. I actually did rig this to where if I want, I can have each level be different colored lights, so that's kind of cool. Might work well for some certain themed videos where I want certain lighting in the background. So yeah, very happy with this. You can see, like I said, just got random stuff kind of up there right now. This is by no means what the final display is going to look like, but it is something just cool to kind of show off just random stuff that I had around my room that I was like, let me just throw some of this stuff up there, including the infamous bag of ketchup Lay's chips. Another thing is we already have one casualty One of my ATSTs fell, not even from up there, thank God. I think it'd be in much worse condition, but it just kind of fell over while I was up there. So I'm gonna have to repair that, and I'm honestly not even sure what to do about these things. Like, this one is barely standing. I had to give it this weird pose to get it to even stand like that. It's probably about time to replace the ball joints on these things because they are not standing very well at all. So that's one thing I am going to have to work on among the many other kind of different ways I want to change the displays in this room, just to just really get something nice looking in here. But last but not least, Camino. I know this is what a lot of people have been asking for, and obviously, you know, we're way behind schedule. The goal was to have started in January. That clearly didn't happen. But it's not like I've just been totally slacking off on that. There are a lot of things behind the scenes I've been working on, like this kind of circular, well, this is like a quarter circle structure right here. And I'm pretty happy with this design. This is going to be the base of Camino, and this is, I guess, your first sneak peek into the Camino build. Even started working on the walkway over there a little bit. I basically have one order that I'm waiting on of parts that I'm going to need to really get started. And make some significant progress on this mock. So I feel pretty safe saying you guys can expect the first Camino update. Not this weekend, but next weekend. So let's see. Is that going to be May the 4th weekend? Oh my God, are we going to do it? No, it's not May the 4th weekend. It's going to be April the 28th weekend. But basically, you know, the week before May the 4th, Sunday, you guys can expect the first Camino update. There's been some really cool things I've been planning for this series. Like I said, I haven't just completely neglected it. There are a lot of things I've been working on behind the scenes. And this is going to be a really special build series. Now, in terms of the timeline, because I guess that's important as well, originally the plan was to take the full build to Brick World, which is going to be mid-June. That is obviously just not going to happen. I wouldn't even try to, you know, force myself to build this entire mock for that convention. What I'm thinking is a lot more realistic, and it's still going to be a bit of a task to do, but I think that given the size of the build, given kind of the work I've done up until this point, and the things that I've already figured out, I think it is very possible. The goal is going to be to basically have one half circle, one half dome constructed for Brick World. The mock is basically two half domes, so effectively like half of the mock is going to be complete. And I'm going to do like the half dome that's kind of dedicated to the movie theme side of things. So you'll see like Jango Fett's room in there, the big like cloning facility where they keep the embryos and whatnot. There will be some really cool stuff in that half dome, and this is half of that half dome. So you can get an idea of the size of it and kind of the general shape I'm going for. So hopefully that gets you guys excited. Like I said, you know, it's been a rough semester to say the least, but I think I'm at a point where I can actually get some significant work done on Camino. So that's going to be exciting. It's going to be exciting to finally get these shelves filled up with some awesome sets. I already know kind of some of the things I want to put here, and it's going to free up a lot of the room, you know, on these existing shelves that I have, to give some of these sets some breathing room, and also just allow me the opportunity to display a lot more things that I maybe would not have been displaying otherwise because I didn't necessarily have the space. I guess one other thing I should show you guys is we have the Boyo art corner over here. I went ahead, I hung up the mosaic set that my guy Key Dude made for me. That's actually a transformation from the Beatles set. It's a Rich Boy J, which is really cool. I got a signed Barry Asafi poster here and some other goodies that have been either purchased by me or sent to me by very amazing people in my life. Shout out to Playmation. So yeah, that's pretty much going to finish up the video, guys. If you like what I do, go ahead and support the video by hitting the like button, support the channel by smashing that subscribe button, and I'll be back again very soon.